Hi everyone, welcome to Dremel's station. There is more CO2 in the atmosphere today than in any point since the evolution of humans. It was the title of an important article by CNN, and today we're gonna share that article with you. The article was written by James Griffith, a reporter from CNN. So that was the reaction of the meteorologist Eric Holthaus to news that atmospheric carbon dioxide levels have reached heights not seen in the entirely of human existence, not history existence. So, according to the data from Mauna Loa Observatory in Hawaii, the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere is over 415 parts per million, far higher than at any point in the last 800,000 years, since before the evolution of Homo sapiens. So, um, Eric Holthaus, who is the meteorologist, spotted on Sunday when it was tweeted out by the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, which measures daily CO2 rates um, at Mauna Loa along with scientists from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Measurements have been ongoing since the program was started in 1988 by the late Charles David Quillen, for whom the Quillen curve, a graph of increasing CO2 concentration in the atmosphere, is named. So this is the first time in human history our planet's atmosphere has had more than 815 parts per million CO2, Holdeus said in a widely shared tweet. So, not just in recorded history, not just since the invention of agriculture 10,000 years ago, since before modern human existed millions of years, added Holdeus. During the Pliocene epoch, some 3 million years ago, when global temperatures were estimated to or between 2 or 3 degrees Celsius warmer than today, CO2 levels are believed to have topped out somewhere between 310 to 400 parts per million. Atmospheric carbon dioxide levels are at their highest point in over 800,000 years. At the time the Arctic was covered in trees, not ice, and summer temperatures in the far north are believed to have reached around 15 Celsius. Global sea levels during the Pliocene were thought to be hopping 25 meters or 82 feet higher than today, if not higher. So, devastating effects. What are the devastating effects? High levels of CO2 in the atmosphere caused by human burning fossil fuels and cutting down forests prevent the Earth's natural cooling cycle from working, trapping heat near the surface and causing global temperature to rise and rise with devastating effects. The release of CO2 and other greenhouse gases has already led to a 1 Celsius rise in global temperatures, and we are likely to look in for a further rise if more immediate action is not taken by the world's governments. According to 70 peer-reviewed climate studies in a world that is 2 degrees warmer, there will be 25 more hot days and heat waves, which bring with them a major health risk and risk of wildfire. Around the world, 37% of the population will be exposed to at least one several heat waves every 5 years, and the average length of droughts will increase by 4 months, exposing some 388 million people to water scarcity and 194.5 million to severe droughts. Flooding and extreme weather like cyclones and typhoons will increase. Wildfires, will become more frequent and crop yields will fall. Animal life will be devastated, with some 1 million species at risk of extinction. Mosquitoes, however, will thrive, meaning a further 27% of the planet will be at risk of malaria and other mosquito-borne diseases. That's all at 2 degrees, a target that is increasingly becoming a hopeful one. At a temperature rise of 3 or 4 degrees, we enter to a hothouse heart stage um, that could render mm, that could render many parts of the planet uninhabitable. All of this has been predicted for decades now. We also know what needs to be done to stop it. A drastic cut in carbon emissions, reforestation and creation of carbon skins, and new technologies for carbon capture and other innovations, or in the words of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, rapid, far-reaching, and unprecedented change in all aspects of society. This can be done, and many are organizing to try to force their governments to take action, but we are running out of time to avoid a war that we literally do not how do not know how to handle. There is more CO2 in the atmosphere today than any point in the evolution of humans. Thank you.